All right, guys, we're here at Artisan in the factory downtown Farmington with Brandon Warren, as we mentioned before. And Chris is getting his first tattoo. I'm not going to tell you what he's going to get, though. We're going to surprise. You're just going to see it as it goes. I didn't even get to see what you're getting, but I have an idea of what you're getting.
I didn't send that to you?
You didn't show me.
Oh.
You told me, but you didn't show me.
Okay, I saw it.
Hey, so, Chris is getting his very first tattoo-y. Chris, how you feel about it?
Oh, I'm excited.
You're excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. It's going to be good shit.
I think so.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so now we're just trying to figure out placement. So
Placement?
2 spots we're talking about, so we're going to put the stencil on both of those and see what looks better.
Okay. I think I'm going to leave the stencil out.
Yeah.
I want to see the end.
Okay.
I want them to see the end.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys are tuning in at all, probably not. It's late at night and we have a couple hundred followers, but
Is there anybody showing up yet?
not yet, no. It's all right. It records either way. Brendan's here and he's one of our top engagements. So
Did you say Brendan or Brandon?
Brandon,
Okay.
I don't know, honestly.
With this one, I'm just kind of hanging kind of neutral there.
Yeah, I thought you were going to put the stencil on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So we're just going to talk for a minute. Nobody's here anyway, so I'm just going to talk to myself.
Why don't you show everybody's Keith Sweet mustache?
Keith, what's going on, buddy?
Hi.
That's the mustache of a NASCAR champion.
That's right.
That is.
Sixth
Number
fastest
6.
lap at Daytona in the iRacing machine. So might as well.
Well,
Yeah, Alan. We do now. What's going on, guys? Or guy or girl? It could be a girl. I don't know. It didn't show me. Who's there? Comment so you can tell me who it is.
I would just
That's really
chilling.
long off.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing the stencil right now since you're here now. We're doing the stencil. I'm not showing you the design of the stencil because I want it to be a surprise of what Chris is getting. So we're kind of just killing time real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Artisan Ink sign out front. So if you're interested in a tattoo, come on down to the factory in downtown Farmington to Artisan Ink. And that's where Chris is getting his very first tattoo. And of course, those of you who have been following the podcast know that Chris is basically the fourth member of the podcast, the unofficial fourth member. He's been on almost every episode, and he's also the sponsor, the owner of Fire. And Chris is getting his first tattoo with us, and we're televising it for a reason. We've got 3 followers. What's up, guys? Comment. Let us know who you are and what's going on. We're currently, for those who just entered, we're currently hanging out for just a minute. We're not showing the stencil. He's stenciling it out before we do the actual tattoo reveal. And we want to save it for a surprise, what he's getting. It's going to be a cool thing. But I am going to show Chris's face because everybody who's here is probably wanting to see Chris because Chris is the best. So, okay. So for Kobe, my bad. We're not telling you until the end because it's a surprise. Here's Chris. How you feeling, Chris?
I feel good.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. So we just got done filming the 5th episode of the podcast. Todd is not here, but we have Alan, who was our guest this week from the Park Hills Underground. And he does other things, like he works for Froggy 96. J98, that's it. I'm dumb. See, I asked you and I still got it wrong. And yeah, and then he's also in a band too, but he's working out kinks. Keith!
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Now you're shy? Now you're going to be shy?
What am I supposed to do?
Because he's on
I
camera.
don't
Well,
know.
he was on camera.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
So
So I'm sure everybody wants to know more about Brandon, right?
Yeah, so Brandon has been...
Did you say Brendan?
Brandon. Whatever. Has been one of our top engagers, one of our top fans on the site. Of course, we don't have top fan badges because we're not that cool yet, I guess. But Brandon is a good friend of Chris's. Also, and is a tattoo artist here at Artisan Ink in the factory in downtown Farmington.
What do you
What's
do
going
there?
on, Brandon?
Oh, just a day to do some cool permanent art with Chris here. We've been talking about doing something like this for like 2 years now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So Brandon, tell us, what do you do during the day? You've got a different job than this.
Yeah, so I've been working at Parkland Health Center in the radiology department. I've been there for like almost 21 years.
That's where I've seen you before.
Justin breaks a lot of shit.
I can't say that,
I don't break a lot of my stuff, but I've been around the
I
radiology
mentioned
department.
Todd, and he didn't say that was familiar, so I imagine he didn't do the X-rays on Todd.
He might have. He might have.
If y'all don't know, Todd fractured both of his elbows in a bike accident, bicycle, not motorbike.
Which we talked about on the 5th episode of the podcast, which you guys
Yeah.
missed, but it'll be up on Monday, of course.
Pan away.
Okay, so we're panning away at the moment because we're stenciling right now. For those who just joined, we've stenciled out what the design for Chris's tattoo is, and we're not showing the stencil because we want it to be a surprise of what he is getting. We're at 8 followers, Chris. Everybody watching. Okay, so Chris's back is
8 of you.
10, and I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys are probably fired customers. You guys have been fantastic with engaging with the Pop Punk Pizza Party podcast, and we've been super grateful that we've gotten a lot of fired customer base as fans. It's been fantastic. You guys have been awesome, and having Chris as a part of Chris is more than a sponsor to us. Let's just face it. I mean, he's been on almost every episode. He's brought us pizza every week. Even when he wasn't on an episode, he was there. Chris
I'll always be there.
Chris is the man, and he's getting a tattoo, and we love him so much. I'm gonna zoom into that face, that pretty face of yours.
Please do not.
He's getting his tattoo virginity taken from him.
Of these brackets gets a tattoo picked out by the winner.
Oh, that could be a good one.
So I'm the winner of the last two. We did the.
So that's why you got to pick
What
your
was
own.
it? Pizza topping choice and
Super.
Yep,
Group.
and super group.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I won both of those.
Which you guys voted on. You guys made Chris the winner.
So he gets a tattoo.
You guys made me the loser. What? Why would you guys make me the loser? What's up? I'm obviously the coolest. If you've seen any episode, you know I'm the coolest.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
So Chris is about to get face down, ass up.
Justin can give you tips.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you just the tip.
No.
Give you a taste of that chicken parm.
I don't even know what that means.
You don't need to know what it means.
Nobody ever knows what Justin means.
Nobody ever knows what I mean. Nope.
Yeah.
And so we'll just show this.
We're really awkward right now.
We'll just show a quick side view. I'm not showing you the full thing. So there's a cool design going on there. But we're not going to give it all away. We want you guys to stick to the end and see what Chris's tattoo is going to be. It's going to be very special to him and to us. His very first tattoo. He's getting his tattoo virginity taken away, guys.
Is nobody laughing? No, nobody.
Right before you start, what do you expect the feeling, Chris?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it'll be uncomfortable.
Think it's going to be uncomfortable? My first one, I was expecting it to be uncomfortable too, but I actually felt a lot of comfort. It was actually in my calf, my right calf, and I was like, there's a lot of muscle there because I'm a fat dude, so I have calf muscles and that's it. And I was like, it's gonna hurt. It felt great
So
actually.
does it hurt on more muscle?
It's
think it
supposed
would hurt
to.
on more fat.
I would think it. I think it's supposed to hurt more
I don't
like
know, some
bone
people
bone
pinch your love
muscly.
handle and it's like, fuck that.
But for me, it's always been like a decent. But then again, like I'm a pain freak, so I get my face waxed down
If
the
you're
hall.
into that.
So, which I said I got my face waxed down the hall We're at the factory where Therapeutic is, and I get my eyebrows done and my hair done at Therapeutic.
Them a sponsor, as much as you talk about them.
At the and Transcendent Tech does my eyebrows.
Yeah.
So here we go. So we're not gonna show the view for those who just tuned in. We're not gonna show you the view of the design. We're gonna show a little bit of what Brennan is doing. Brandon, oh my gosh.
No, sounds like you're saying Brennan.
Yeah, you're saying Brennan.
I'm bad.
He said two. Like in my
Y'all know I'm dumb, so whatever.
Halfway through the night, we're going to switch it up and actually change my name to Brandon just to screw it up.
I don't know the difference. I called our friend Brennan Dane like Brenny Bear for like the longest time just because
His real name is not even Brennan.
What? Don't give me that shit.
No, I swear.
I know
we've always
better.
just called him the wrong name.
No, it's not. I know
Swear.
better. Don't fuck with me. I know better.
Ask him. His name is Brendan.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
I swear.
Well, whatever.
We've always called him Brennan since he came over and practiced, and he said Brennan or Brendan, and we were like Brennan, and then he said Brendan, and we said Brennan. And then,
So Brandon's a huge pop punk fan.
yeah, who's your favorite band?
Man, you can't put a guy on the spot. Like,
Give us 3 solid ones.
3 solid ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, and I know we've had this debate on the podcast since you guys have started it. You know, pop punk and emo, they ride the same bus. Like, we get that. The world would not be the same without Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm going to go with another, I guess, borderline band would be like Story of the Year.
Yes. Great choice. And the St. Louis legend,
Absolutely.
which is the best. I always rep St. Louis because Beyond FM and my love for St. Louis.
And so I got to watch them, you know, at the pageant when Sage Avenue came out.
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah. That was what, 2003?
Yeah, we just celebrated
20 years.
20 years. Yeah.
Yellow, they did that with Yellow Bug, yeah.
And
Ocean and Page.
of course, their new album is fantastic too. Like,
Yes.
Is that Story of the Year?
It's a really good
Yeah.
return to form,
I've not heard
It
it.
is.
Totally
So
agree.
it sounds more like their original stuff?
but with like modern influences. Yeah.
Okay. I might check them out.
Yeah.
So Real Life, I mean that's a really cool song. That one really spoke to me a lot. And then 2005 is, I would almost say that they kind of did what Blink has done with One More Time, just a little bit before Blink did it.
Yeah.
But Blink's had a bigger following, you know. So
Of course.
So is that One More Time's on their new album, right?
Blink. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the only song. I've heard.
One More Time is the album.
Oh, it's the album?
Yeah, it's the title
I've only
and the
heard
track.
one song off that album, and it was a good song. It was a sad song. I don't remember what it was called.
it was probably that one, but you know.
I think it's called one. Yeah.
Yeah, One
Is
More
it?
Time was
Okay,
the
yeah,
sad
then-
song
yeah,
you're
that's what
talking
I'm
about.
talking about.
That's basically like their reunion
Yeah,
song.
they were talking about like the cancer scare and the plane wreck and all that. Yeah,
It was very
that song's everywhere.
emotional.
That's a heavy song. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a good song though.
Absolutely.
I
Like
need to listen to the rest of the album.
Yeah, I mentioned on the podcast earlier. Like
Yeah.
I listened. Todd's been listening to it nonstop for weeks, but I listened to some of the singles. But today I completely blew through the entire album like 3 times, and very solid album. It's
See, that's how to tell all your friends was for me was Taking Back Sunday. Like,
yeah,
I could set the, you know, the old CD. I could set it to play, and I could just cycle through that CD over and over again, not really realizing that I was transitioning from song to song. And I guess some people that are more, you know, they need more variety or whatever. But I just love that there was no bad songs. Like I could just listen to it all the way through. And so it's Taking Back Sunday, Story of the Year. You know, and I like the stalwarts. You know, like I like everything that Link and their side projects and all that stuff. Their Newfound Glory.
right.
Greatest band of all
You know,
time.
once I started going down
Yeah.
that path,
Yeah,
I was
debatable.
Like, well, you can't have
Good
you know,
band, though.
You can't have this and not have this. You know. But you know, I like even some of the other stuff. You know, like the Get Up Kids and
Yeah.
you know the Ataris.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ataris. That's OG shit right there.
I mean, you can't beat a song that actually has an audio clip from Good Will Hunting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's the quintessential.
Man, Good Will Hunting's such a good movie.
That's the movie that every guy likes when he wants to show that he's got feelings and stuff.
Oh, is it?
It's like, you know, you don't have any feelings. Like, oh yeah, well, I like Good Will Hunting. How you like him?
Yeah.
Melanie Warren mentioned, I guess she's related to you, maybe?
You know why?
Your wife, okay. She mentioned, does that mean Brandon gets to bring pizza home?
Does she smell it, Brennan?
Brandon. Brandon. Is it Brandon? It's Brandon. Okay.
Brandon.
Brandon.
If that helps you say it.
I'm better
You know,
now.
it's one of those words, the more you say it, the weirder it gets.
Yeah.
I'm just terrible with names. I'm terrible with a lot of things. Words, yeah, that's one of them.
vowels, so yeah.
That's true. That's true. JSTN, you know.
Yeah, that's his ICP alter ego, Valis J.
Valis J. Valis J. I've been, yep.
Been called a lot.
Brian Holdman says that Chris is in his natural position.
Wow. Wow.
Jamie Luster says it doesn't hurt, but be prepared. It unlocks instant tattoo addiction.
That's
Talking about the tattoo or the position?
Oh, that's fair.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe both.
Not a belly sleeper.
I'm sitting there.
Can you?
Yeah. I can fall asleep. Sure.
I'm more of a side back kind of guy.
Joe Livers says after the first tat, it's ASMR to hear the needle. Sounds about right.
That.
Oh,
You get to pick Justin's out.
Yeah. He says I'm picking out your tattoo because you lost.
Brandon, Melanie wants to know.
What time will you be home for dinner?
She wants to know what song is playing, and also she said, "Hi, Dad. How do you like being on Facebook Live while tattooing?"
Hi, Brayden. The song that's playing is the Vertical Horizon song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit behind on the reading. That was actually a few minutes ago. We were in the middle of your story.
So what made you decide to go to tattoos from just regular art?
You know, I actually I came in to get a tattoo by Ben, and so all the tattoos that I have, or at least up until that point, you know, I had hand drawn. You know,
Yeah.
I've been doing that for forever. Like, you know, buddy come up, you know, hey, I want to get a tattoo. Can you draw up the designs like the movie artist so they can kind of see what I'm talking about? And I never really thought much about it. You know, I just thought that people generally had their tattoo idea ready to go when they came to the shop. And anyway, brought the drawing in so that he could use it for a reference to look at. And so he's just asking, like, you know, what do you do for a living? You know, just things that tattoo artists and bartenders and hairstylists do, you know, just
Conversation starters.
Yeah. And so I told him, you know, I do CAT scans at the hospital, been working in radiology, you know, at that point it's been almost 20 years. He's like, oh, you got
That's a throwback, man.
you got a natural talent, you know, like your art would transition well into tattoos. You know, not necessarily like oh, you're a prodigy or anything like
pops.
that, but just,
It fell
you
through
know,
though.
anyway,
So you almost got that.
he's like, you know,
Yeah.
I think you'd make a good apprentice, but probably wouldn't want to
That was
The
the
movies.
quit your job or anything.
That one was
like
good,
that.
but yeah, I agree.
I
That's
mean, you're
it.
right. I don't want to, you know, at this point, you know, I don't
Although, to be fair,
not
I
in a
never
position
listened
where I
to
can
their album, and I bet
quit my job.
it's decent.
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
It is good.
You've been in radiology for probably going on 20 years now, right?
Yeah. So we got to talk about it, and we kind of worked out the details where he was going to be able to put some time in here, you know, time that, you know, he'd normally be, you know, leaving early and spend time with his family or whatever. He made himself available so that I could get my state requirements for my shop time and my tattoos. So, you know, he really went out of his way to make sure that I had an opportunity to apprentice. And I told him, you know, like, you know, the thing that's held me back from, you know, trying to cross over is, you know, if I'm not good at it, you know, if I can't give somebody my best, like I don't want to do it. I don't want to just, you know, take up a tattoo machine and like just mess a whole bunch of people up, you know, and like that's not what it's about for me, you know.
I think that's, you know, when you find somebody that's good at what they do and they want to pass that on to others, and you know, they kind of want to, they want to see others succeed in what they do. They're not worried about competition or anything like that. You know, that's pretty remarkable characteristic of people who are successful at what they do.
Agreed.
You know, they're focused on their self enough that they don't worry about, you know, the competition or you know, anything like that. You know. And it's just kind of neat, you know, and it sounds like he's a stand-up guy.
Yeah, no, he's a great mentor. You know, he still makes himself available. You know, if I got questions about like, hey, you know, how do you think I should, you know, approach this? Or, you know, I've not tattooed like this area, you know, but I'm still pretty new, you know, in an industry that's as old as, you know, tattooing. You know, I just rolled over my 3rd year of being here at this shop, you know, from when I signed my contract for apprenticeship. And,
so that includes your apprenticeship?
Yeah, so I've been tattooing since, I want to say it was April of 2021. My sister was my first tattoo customer.
Yeah.
So we were like COVID inking up.
So if you guys didn't know,
I was kind of just right behind it, like
Right behind?
you know, because they kind of shut things down in
Right.
March, April of 2020, and so by 2021 they were kind of starting to let things open back up in some regard. But you know, I've never been in, you know, working in the tattoo shop, I guess, in a pre-COVID era. You know, so like, you know, we've not had, and I know some other shops have already done stuff like that. You know, like the stuff, the Hallmark tattoo shop things, you know, the big sales, flash sales and stuff like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of appointment work, custom art kind of stuff, but I've never been in on like any big flash sales or anything like that. It just the world's just so different.
Yeah.
So-
Jordan Donaldson wants to know, OMG, does it hurt?
oh no, it's not bad. You know, it's uncomfortable, but it's not painful, you know, necessarily. But
We'll start using the needles here in a minute.
okay. So if you guys didn't know about Brandon, he's done a lot of work around town as far as his art goes. You know, even before the tattooing, you did the menu for Sugar Fire and a lot of art in their building there in 102 as well, right? 102 Cap House.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did
okay.
all the mural work there at Sugar Fire, and their little pieces hanging over the tables.
Yeah.
I love that artwork too.
And
Yeah, like what are they, cows and pigs and different things?
yeah, in superhero.
Yes.
Which was kind of cool because after, you know, they have a much bigger social media platform, you know, Sugar Fire.
Sure.
Than I do, and because of how big that was, they were posting some of the stuff that I was doing, you know, just as they were preparing for open, and I actually got to do a gig for Marvel because of the interpretations I was doing of like Marvel characters for.
Oh, really? So that led into the Marvel thing. Okay, so I thought the Marvel thing was previous to that.
So
So
it's actually and that was so crazy too because it was right around Christmas time.
was that like the trading card series? Is that what
It
that
was.
was? Yeah.
And so that was a partnership, you know, that Marvel has with Upper Deck, you know, Upper Deck.
Yeah, like the trading cards. Yeah.
And so a little bit about what that is, you know, they bring in, or we don't go in, but they contract artists they'll send me out some blank cards to have like
Yeah, Brian, he's doing the whole thing in one set.
all the print work and stuff on the back, and then we draw them and paint them, and then we send them back into Marvel for approvals, and then they pass it on to Upper Deck, and they put them in packs of cards, and then ship them out around the world. So
Oh, that's cool.
that was kind of cool, but you know, they reached out to me, the talent coordinator for Upper Deck, that reached out to me, sent me an email, and about doing this project, and I blew it off. They're like, Marvel doesn't reach out to like average guys like me to do work for them. This is a scam, right around Christmas time. It's a good way to, all you gotta do is plug in your
Credit card information
credit
and
card here and
right.
we'll make you an artist, But I did some research and found out like it was a legit thing that was going on. I just wasn't aware of it, so I signed up and did that. And I did that for a few years. I was on like 6 different sets of marble trading cards, and
Oh wow.
for as long as that made sense. And I was doing like I painted some murals at Central Middle School before I started doing this. Painted the lockers with like library books that the language arts teachers kind of compiled a list of books that the kids would be reading on. I got to do that project with my dad, he come out and help me with a lot of that. He's a big reason why I've been involved with my art as I have been, because he's always been an artist. When I was a kid, we used to sit around in the living room in the evenings and kind of play when we draw, or he'd draw something, I guess what he's drawing. I was a little kid,
Yeah.
and so that's kind of really where all the art started from. So to get to work on, a big project like that with him, that was cool. Did the mural over on the side of Trekla Jewelers, the greetings, Farmington, one looks like a postcard
Yeah.
over the fire station. Got to do a lot of cool stuff.
You've done a lot of banners too, right? The ones that hang on the light posts.
No, Braden's got to do
Oh,
that.
Braden's done it. No, you did the doors thing, right? When they had all the doors.
I did the door.
Did Braden do those as well?
No, that was put together by Candy with the Farmington Chamber. That was a fun project, and I did another door prior to that for the American Cancer Society, the Hope Lodge in St. Louis. Kind of like the same concept as like Ronald McDonald House for Kids, but this is for cancer patients, like people who live out of the area, a place that they can stay. And they were doing it because they were wanting to expand their services, and so as a community outreach, they auctioned off these doors, and they brought in 42 artists from all over the place to make a door that was featured in St. Louis. And then we kind of did kind of a similar project like that here in Farmington.
So you hear of all this great artwork that Brandon does. Everybody hit him up and tell him he needs to paint the fired bus.
Oh, that would be cool.
I know he's too busy for it, but I've been trying to get him to do it for a little while.
Paint the fired bus?
Yeah, the one that pulls the trailer.
Yeah, but then
Make
you
it
lose
look
your
like a
short
big
bus
pizza.
there, because right now you got that yellow school bus.
Well, I'm gonna leave the short bus
true.
words on it, just done in white. But yeah, I've got some ideas.
Then people won't take the school bus anymore.
That's
Yeah,
true. You won't be able
and
to.
I won't have everybody catering to me on the roadway.
Keith's wife Tiffany said, "This is some commitment. What does Amber think?"
She's all about it. She, unfortunately, she's under the weather today, and so she wanted to be here, but she can't. But she, she's kind of sad about me, tainting my body with a tattoo. Although she has like 5. But it's, I guess it's not very often that you find somebody with no tattoos anymore. So
Especially a Greek god like yourself.
yeah, right.
Oh.
I'm just the epitome of whatever. But anyway.
The epitome of whatever.
Is that an official title?
Yes, the epitome of whatever.
Perfect.
New band name, actually. But
I'm thinking podcast title.
you remember that song, I Can Ride My Bike With No Handlebars?
Yeah.
That's how we do the Toddcast. It needs to start off with
I can ride my bike with no
I hope he's not
handlebars.
watching this, just so
No
that,
handlebars.
well, he'll probably edit it.
This episode. I think that would be funny.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should.
I'm a
So
little
if you-
worried
if y'all
about
don't know, Ty got
it
the
getting
bike-
taken
we told him
down.
earlier, right? He got the bicycle
very
right.
much on it.
Okay.
Fractured both of his elbows.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might have said that at the beginning. I don't remember, but
Yeah, we did.
okay, yeah.
You're good though.
Yeah, hopefully he's home, high on painkillers, the nurse's injuries, and he doesn't hear about this before it airs. And we can start the podcast with the. What was that band name?
Can ride no
Oh, I
bike.
have no idea.
Oh gosh, I can't remember either. If somebody knows it,
Oh, with no handlebars?
yeah, I can ride my bike with no
Shit.
handlebars. What? It's just called handlebars, and I can't remember.
Are we ready?
Yeah,
Flowbots.
Flowbots.
Flowbots,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they were kind of one and done. I didn't really do anything after that, but that was a pretty creative song.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say they hit a song with like the dude from Rise Against or something.
I feel like you're right about that.
Yeah. Name. Shit.
Man, I remember Rise Against came out, and they Swing Life Away was like their big first hit, and then like
Joe
none
Livers
of,
said Foobots.
Foobots.
He got it right
That
on.
was their ballad too.
yeah,
It wasn't even reflective of.
yeah, nothing else they put out sounded like that song.
Yeah.
Like not even close.
No, but the only other song that comes to the top of my head is Savior.
Savior, yeah. No, I mean they had a lot of good hits. You know, mainstream Justin would probably tell you, but no, they had a lot of good hits. But
Wait.
yeah, that was their biggest one.
I was reading comments. Rise Against?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. They had a couple of good hits.
yeah. No, I like Rise
I
Against.
wasn't huge
The
into
newer
them though.
one I liked called like House on Fire or something. I don't
From
know
Rise
that
Against?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never was huge into them, but
No, their songs have a lot of build up, and they and you know they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Savior was probably their number 2 right behind.
Yeah.
You know, the other one, but
And they had Prayer for the Refugee or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
I guess I'm moving the camera too much.
Oh yeah.
Brian said, "Do you need a tripod for the phone?" He messaged us. I exposed you, Brian, in our messages.
Oh, did you send you a private message?
Yeah, he messaged the podcast. We've actually got the tripods. I was trying to upload the podcast, so I was a little late here. After we just recorded, everybody came over here, and I was doing
Because he broke his.
right elbows.
Joe told us who it was.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
I already mentioned it.
I heard him.
Right?
I've heard that, but I didn't know which one. And then they had a lost box.
Wait, Brian, was that really a new Blink song? Brian said, "Did y'all know Terrified on the new Blink album was actually a Lost Boxcar Racer song?"
I had heard that.
He said, "I just figured if you're gonna hold it." Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not know that. That's actually pretty cool because I
they were
honestly,
talking
out of
about-
all of Tom's side projects, like all of his projects, I honestly like Boxcar Racer was my favorite.
Oh, it's yeah.
I mean, I loved Angels and Airwaves, and of course, I'm a huge Blink fan. But I always loved Boxcar Racer. That
Did
shit
you
was
guys
the
ever
best.
listen to Simple Creatures? With it was Mark and
Mark and
Alex
Alex.
Yeah.
and All Time Low.
Mhm.
I thought it was neat, but it
It didn't lack the luster. It lacked the luster.
yeah,
Is what it did. Yeah.
which I don't even think it's a project anymore.
Remember they did that, but I didn't.
It's worth listening to. But
Chris Kelton Dickinson
Kelton,
said,
he works with Keith.
Calvin, yeah.
okay, he said pizza sales will go sky high with the tattoos. Or tattoo
I hope
Chris.
so.
He's trying to get you to give it away.
Brian said he'll send us a link to the interview where they said it was a Boxcar Racer song later. I'm excited to see that, so definitely send that. Well, I listened to Terrified earlier when I was blasting the album, and I definitely did feel a little bit of influence from Boxcar Racer, even a little bit of Angels and Airwaves and some stuff. I think they really did a really good job at like capturing old Blink, but throwing in like the side projects and stuff.
right.
Like I feel like they did a really good job of just like capturing
Dude that produced the
all of it into one album.
Wow, right?
Because I mean, why wouldn't Tom pretty much gave up the other side projects, from what I know, to go back to Blink. So it makes sense that you would see.
Yeah, he canceled the Angels and Airwaves stuff.
Right. So it makes sense that he would come back with some of that influence.
I fell asleep during an Angels and Airwaves concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got balcony seats at the pageant, and dude, it was like
I think I would be so hyped.
I was working a lot during this time, and I was just so beat, tired, and we probably made it halfway through their set, and I was nodding out. I was like, we just gotta go.
I mean,
Like,
I can see how you could, like, just because, like, you could get lost in it. Yeah. But I've never seen it.
I mean, it was good. It was a good show. It just, I was extremely tired that day.
Chris, people really love you. We've been bouncing between 9 and 15 viewers.
Is that a lot?
I mean, for us, yes.
Did I-
For the internet, no. For us, yes.
It's a solid percentage. We'll go with that.
Yeah, they're probably going to tune back in, or maybe some of them anyway, once it gets finished.
Justin's already shown it.
No,
I know,
haven't.
right?
Several people have guessed it.
I haven't.
Have they?
We probably have more.
Well, how would they not guess it? I mean, it's makes sense.
Brian might already know. I might have told them already. I spoke with them probably a week ago.
So Brian said about the boxcar racer thing, he said, well, in the interview, Mark admits he hated Tom, and when Mark accidentally publicly said he had cancer, Tom immediately blew up his phone. Huh. That makes sense with, like, the One More Time, too, like the lyrics and stuff with cancer and, you know, strangers to brothers to strangers. What's up?
What is love is a strong word?
That was a strong word. Oh, Bill, what did you mean by love is a strong word? What were we talking about that, which band? Were you talking about a band, or were you talking about,
Chris. Oh,
Chris-
maybe
Chris.
He said,
What?
Oh, he said, people must love you, Chris. And I think that's why he said
Bill, do you not love Chris? We
What'd
all
he
love
say?
Chris.
love is a strong
I mean, he's a bit of an asshole, but we all
Oh,
are.
and who's Bill? Bill Edberg?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill's a good guy.
Oh, yeah, you said people love Chris.
Yeah, Bill, you know that fire cutting board that I posted a few weeks ago? Bill made for me, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, very good.
So he's just, everybody loves Chris, though, is what he said. Or Brian said. Brian also said Travis wrote One More Time. I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool.
Sings on it too for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
I didn't know that Travis wrote that, though, because I didn't know that Travis wrote any songs outside of, like, producing.
Yeah, well, he does now.
Apparently. Oh, yeah, Bill said, my brother from another mother.
Yeah, check out Bill. He's got a Facebook page for his woodworking. I think it's Woodworking by Bill. He makes
Woodworking
some
by
pretty cool
Bill.
stuff.
Okay.
Tell him to tag it.
Bill, tag your business in the comments so people can check it out, so we can check it out later.
Yeah, he made me an awesome 20-inch cutting board that's got like spots cut out to slide a pizza slicer through, so it cuts like, you know, it's 6 slice or whatever.
Okay, so that's
you
the
can cut
one
them
you use on the
evenly.
truck.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not using it on the
I
truck.
think we've had a conversation about this. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
that's
told
for the
me
ones
about
I
it.
make at home.
10 to
New York
4.
style.
Bill, what's 10 to 4?
10.
Oh, 10 4. Damn it, Keith, why would you set me up for that? Keith is really good at setting me up for jokes.
That's his work hours.
Pretty much. You know, I almost worked for Keith. And I'm glad I didn't.
I mean, you kind of do. Yeah, you notice for
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do, don't I?
I just pay you a lot less.
Yeah. You wouldn't have paid me much before anyway. I wouldn't have been able to work that much. With my other job.
You make your own paycheck. So.
True. Bill said we need bourbon.
We need what?
Bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah. Bill actually, he's a bartender at Four Towns as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always need bourbon.
Yeah.
Bourbon's my
It used to be
favorite.
Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I go anywhere, I usually get bourbon. I had Mike's Hard Lemonade on the podcast tonight, but normally bourbon is what I do. But
You went big.
You're not supposed to brag about that.
yeah. I don't like beer.
Well, he's had.
I like whiskey.
Did you run out of
So-
Smirnoff?
No, there's not much beer left at the barn, and I didn't want to buy any beer. I wanted to buy something. not as good. Because I don't like beer, man. I like whiskey. Whiskey's my shit. Bourbon's the shit. Bill said to come on Sundays. Bill, I would love to. I trade off my kids on Sundays. So one
They'll
week
trade
when
you
I don't
one for
have them in
bourbon?
the afternoons, I might come out. I trade them with my ex-wife. Every other week.
Just to be clear, you're not trading your kids for
No, I'm not. I'm I'm not trading them for bourbon. No. He said bring the kid. He said bring the kids. We got TVS or TVs. I'm stupid. I will not bring them to a bar. However, I totally will come. Probably next Sunday. I will check it out.
Do they put NASCAR on the TVs?
Remind me, Bill. Do you put NASCAR on the TVs? Keith wants to know because he'll come out if you do. No one wants to see them left turns, though. No one wants to see them left turns except for Keith, though.
Millions of people do.
No, millions of people like drinking beer, and NASCAR is a good pastime when you're drinking beer.
If you have a mustache.
I'd rather drink beer than anything else.
He says the football isn't on. Which, it's football. He said Panthers game.
I'll put back and forth. It's fine.
Brandon, how's it looking so far?
It looks awesome. I just had to look at it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Keith, you
Am I not supposed to do that? Is
Keith.
that bad
Chris, you're not
tattoo
supposed to
etiquette?
speak.
No. You're good.
Okay. What's that?
Does look good.
Good.
See, since I'm holding the phone, I can't peek because then everybody else peeks. So, I don't know. Cool. I can't wait to see. I might know what he's getting.
What do you think, Alan?
I like it.
Dope.
He's getting Keith's mustache.
Yep.
I mean, nobody wants to get Keith's mustache, so
I hear Tiffany loves it.
Yeah, she's a massive fan of it.
yeah.
Passively mad.
No, she loves it.
Tiffany, how much do you love? If you're still here, do you still love Keith's mustache? Bill is guessing a large pepperoni.
Joe loves my mustache.
Well, that is for us to know and for you to find out, Bill. Tiffany said no, she's not.
No, she's not what?
Not here.
Oh.
Or a fan of the
Not at all. Do you like Keith's mustache? He said you didn't like it.
No, she does like it.
He also says that he tells you that you're wrong all the time. I'm getting him in trouble right now.
I'm sure she knows she's wrong with that.
I was on your side, Tiffany, just so you know.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Brian said that Chris needs to get a teardrop next to his eye. Tiffany said, not a fan of the stash. Me neither. Me
I'll get a
neither.
little pizza slice right here.
Oh, I like that.
I think Tiffany can agree with me when I say that I want to sit on your face less.
Wow. That's insinuating that you already do it.
Yep.
You should be so lucky.
Tiffany says it makes him feel better to say that. Do you like her to hate your appearance?
She's coming around to Taylor Swift likes mustaches.
He just wants to remind her that she's stuck.
She gets this.
This is what you get, and it don't get any better.
Or
She said, wow. I don't know what you're saying wow to. What part were you saying wow to, Tiffany?
probably your inappropriateness.
Probably. Well, that's just who I am. Sorry about
We're
you.
talking about Facebook.
Facebook is a failing site.
Facebook is not a family site. It hasn't been for like
I don't.
a lot of years since it started. She said I'm behind on the comments. No, I'm just now seeing them. All good is what just showed up. My comment. Okay, yeah, it was the inappropriateness.
Duh.
Brian says the stash makes him look like he's about to post an angry boomer video from the cab of his truck. Love it.
I feel like Brian's profiling him.
Judging me?
How you feeling, Chris?
Feel good.
Feeling good? Not hurt?
No, I mean, it's, a little painful, I guess. I mean, it's, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I like your sweatpants shoes.
Sweatpants shoes?
Yeah, they look like sweatpants. I like those.
These?
Yeah.
Sweatpants.
It's like your joggers didn't stop.
Hey, we broke up to 17.
Oh, how about that? I like them, though. I'm being serious. I do like them.
I like them.
But they look like sweatpant material,
I
kind
can
of.
see that now.
Or like, like when you turn into channels, you're on an old analog TV.
I've never thought about that before since.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Make some new shoes.
So, Chris, where are you going to be at tomorrow?
St. Genevieve.
St. Gen.
Yeah, we'll be at Rozier's Country Mart.
Oh, instead of the Point.
Yeah.
Okay.
BOGO's going to be at the Point, though.
Okay, cool. What are the specials again?
What's
They
that?
are really good. But I want you to tell them.
So we get the unstuffed mushroom. That's our red sauce, mozzarella, sausage, mushrooms, cream cheese, and garlic aioli.
It is godly.
And then we have the chicken parm, which is our red sauce, mozzarella, chicken, garlic, herb ricotta, and Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, that shit's good too.
But hey,
yeah,
something
it
we don't
was.
talk about on the podcast though is our sandwiches. And
Yeah, we really should more.
so we have our high stakes sandwich tomorrow, all week actually, and that's it's marinated roast beef with Genoa salami. It's got St. Louis style cheese like Provel, and then it's on garlic cheese bread with pepperoncinis and French fried jalapenos, and it's our #1 sandwich. We sell the most of it. People sell us out of it quite often, and in my opinion, the best sandwich we've ever put out. So,
I'm mad I'm not in St. Gen tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could have come and saw me today.
I was in Farmington.
On your way, drop me off.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you could be our sponsor every day.
You going to
if
be
you
at
want.
T-Mobile at 7
I will be.
for a sandwich?
I mean, you could be our sponsor every day. Just deliver pizza every day.
Every day.
That's totally convenient for you. I know it.
Oh, absolutely. And then, hey, our cannolis this week. We have our butterbeer cannoli, our butterbeer cupcake cannoli. So that cannoli that's the go-to cannolis. Like, hands down, doesn't even come close. That's my favorite cannoli of all time. And so it's like a cream soda, butterscotch, vanilla flavor, and yeah, that's awesome. And then we have our red velvet gooey butter cake cannoli, which is, I had a slice of that the other night. It's killer as well. So if you don't get those this week, you're missing out on 2 great cannolis.
Jamie said, "Not by me. Keely and I are going to starve." Not sure.
Yeah, so Jamie is the owner of Number 9 Coffee. And,
Oh, okay.
Keely is my niece. She works there. She's like the manager there.
Okay.
And
I've been there a lot.
we were
That's my
supposed to-
favorite. By the way, Number 9 is my favorite coffee house in the entire area.
They actually just won Best in the Parkland this year.
They take a
Did
lot
they?
of my
They
money
did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so,
from Tiffany.
yeah, right? Yeah, half a Keith's pay goes to that place.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, so we usually, like a lot of Wednesdays, we set up there in Leadington by them and Farmax and all that. And we were supposed to do that this Wednesday, but then some things changed. There were going to be too many trucks there, so we went ahead and went to AutoZone today. So yeah, they're starving. But Keely did come by. She just didn't get you anything, Jamie. Sorry.
Tiffany said they're the best.
She does that every day.
Number
Right.
9 really is the best for real. Like I've been to I surveyed every coffee house in this area, local and chain, and Number 9's just hands down the best. And not just like, so they've got the best like flavors and the best. Obviously, the flavor goes with the coffee, but the environment is just awesome. I pick up a guitar almost every time and bug everybody in that place.
Oh, I'm sure.
The music corner is the best.
Yeah, that's why they started hiding it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's number 9. There are a lot of
Jamie said she
over
didn't
there.
pay him to say it.
She said what?
She didn't pay us to say that.
No, not at all. No, they do a killer job.
No,
That
you
place-
just do a
So
fantastic
Jamie
job.
and Dale took over. I want to say last November, and that place has only done better and got more popular since then. And I really like them as people. They didn't pay me to say it. No, they're great, hardworking people, and they just do a really killer job. And my niece, she works for them, and she's told me how great of a work environment it is. So they're not only good to their customers, but good to their employees as well. I would.
Jamie
invite
said, "Oh
everybody-
hell no, I'm messaging her now."
Yeah, but no, I would tell everybody to go there. I mean, you can't do business with better people, really.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done business outside of just buying coffee, but I
that's
will.
what I mean.
Right. I mean, again, best place around. Not knocking on the other places, Cole Jack and Ray Cole, the other, all the other
Yeah, Ray Cole's is great.
places in the
I've never
area are
bought coffee
great,
at
but
Cole
number
Jack's.
9 is my favorite. What's up?
I said I've never bought coffee at Cold Jack's, but Ray Cole's
I've been to
is great
both.
as well.
They're both great. Number 9's the best, though. I love them.
I'm not so much of a coffee connoisseur that I can say one is better than the other.
I live on coffee.
What's that?
You just use connoisseur. I just think that's funny because that's what we were
Connoisseur. Yeah.
saying about the sport. and
Yeah.
hockey.
That's been the
Yeah,
go-to.
that's the running joke, isn't it? But no, I mean, I mostly drink from the Keurig at home, and I'm doctoring it up myself. And
Yeah,
I
I'm-
go buy coffee, but
Cheaper that way.
You
it
well,
is,
it
it
really,
is,
it's
and
just
I'm
more
super frugal,
convenient.
so like I don't really.
I feel you because like I stay so busy that I don't sleep much, so I get up like right when I have no time left.
All right, you ready? Are we done?
We're ready for the reveal. All right.
Guys, I got my first tattoo.
You want to do the
Oh yeah, the phone.
the TikTok one?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so hold on.
Okay.
All right.
We're about to reveal the tattoo.
I just feel.
We're gonna get a quick TikTok. I want this TikTok later. I want to see it.
I'm kind of sure.
I'll probably clip this into a TikTok anyway.
I have
But
to pee so bad.
Do what?
I have to pee so bad. I can't wait to go to the bathroom.
I had 2 Mike's Hard Lemonades. I gotta pee too.
That's mine. I'm just.
That's not something we brag about.
You know what? I like Mike's Hard Lemonade, especially the harder, like the tall boy cans.
Oh god. Yeah. So Brandon, is this all stuff you've drawn on the wall here?
Yeah, all the
Why
art
don't you
here-
pan to that and show them that while we're waiting on the.
All the art at my station is just stuff that
Sounds good.
when I got my own station, Ben said knock yourself out, then read it how you want.
Yeah, no. it's
Look
awesome.
at that pretty
I
art.
like the Mandalorian print painting there.
This is the quality that you're about to see on Chris's arm. This type of art here. Isn't that awesome? If I had more money, I'd buy all of it.
Making them wait. We're like, oh wait, let's put some foam on it. They've been tuned in for like an hour.
Oh, they've been stuck. They've been sticking around.
Okay, so
All right, here we go.
we want to do like
Here's the
that.
foam reveal.
Hold on. Hurry the hell up, guys.
Okay,
All right.
and here's the reveal of the tattoo. Do. It's the Pop Punk Pizza Party podcast mascot with fired instead of Pop Punk AF on the logo. That is an awesome design. It looks awesome, dude, for real.
Thank you.
And we appreciate all of yours and Fired's support for the podcast and being a part of it too. Like, you've been a fantastic addition to the family that we didn't even know we needed.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Tiffany says it looks awesome. Yeah.
Good.
How do you feel about it?
I feel great. I think it looks awesome.
Awesome.
Did a killer job on it.
That's pretty sweet.
Cool.
The shading looks awesome on it too. For sure.
Once again, Brandon Waring. What? Brandon Word. Probably. Artisan Tattoo.
Oh, man.
In the factory, downtown Farmington. Come check him out. You just saw Chris's design. You've seen all of his artwork. You've heard some stories. Come get a tattoo. It's going to be fantastic, as you can see. And he's a cool dude. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want to do business with him? We're going to go ahead and take off here, I think. Once again, Chris, Keith, Alan, Brandon once again, even though I butchered your name 20 times.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll catch you next time on the next episode of the Pop Punk Pizza Party Podcast, which will be dropping on Monday. It'll be episode 5.